Welcome back. I'm Stacey, and I've got one of my favorite guests with me, Will. Okay, Will, what the heck are you wearing?
You said we were doing a winter protection video. I figured it would be cold and I'd get dressed up for it.
Okay, so, Will, it's really sweet of you to put a costume on for the video, but we're talking about winter protection for plants today, not for people. So if you want to shed a couple of layers.
It's actually like 65 degrees in here. We're in a greenhouse.
Yeah,
This is
shed a few layers, and now do you feel like you can focus on talking about plants for winter protection?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do this.
Okay, so let's start with the rose. You've got the rose here, and I actually learned something really interesting from you today that I didn't know. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about what we should do to really help protect our roses for the winter?
Sure. So this is a hybrid tea rose, one of your classic garden roses. Great fragrance, high-centered flower. Almost every hybrid tea rose you ever buy has a root graft to it. So it's got this little graft unit at the bottom. It's going to be hard to see from back where Kelly's standing, but I promise you it's there. What you want to do in the winter is you want to get some nice, either a woody mulch or a compost or even sweet peat would be great. And you want to mound that up over the base of your rose, usually a couple inches high. The height of the graft union can vary, but you want to make sure you bury that in a little bit. It'll help protect it from the extreme temperature changes of the winter.
I didn't realize that grafted roses were a little bit more sensitive to winter damage. So taking a little bit of mulch and just covering over the root graft will really help protect them.
Definitely, and that is, for grafted roses. If you have beach roses or knockout roses, don't worry about it. It's really for your classic ones.
Okay, great. That's really good advice. Then I want to move on to a lot of times what happens in the wintertime is we have something that's called desiccation, and that happens a lot with our evergreens. So the plants that stay green all winter long tend to get really dried out from drying winter winds and from sun and all that. So we have this product. Will, I know that you've even sprayed this around the nursery.
Definitely, on all our boxwoods, on our hollies, things like that.
Yeah, this is called wilt-proof. I love this, and I highly recommend this, you guys. What this is, it's an all-natural pine resin, and then you just spray it all over top of the evergreens, the tops and bottoms of the leaves, and then it holds in that moisture, and it really keeps them looking so much healthier through the winter months, and then better in the spring. The timing to do this is when we're all inside kind of thinking about getting cozy and warm ourselves is around Thanksgiving time. Perfect time to apply the wilt-proof. The other thing that I just wanted to say while we're talking about wilt-proof is, you know me, I'm always pushing fertilizer. Fertilizer is so important even this time of the year. I know that you guys try to go around the nursery and fertilize a little bit.
Definitely.
And is it too late to fertilize?
No, I wouldn't say that it is at all. In fact, there's a lot of new research out there that's showing that on all your deciduous trees, you can go through and you can fertilize those even after the leaves have fallen. And the roots will still take that in and store it, and it gives your plant some food for the very beginning of the season when it's first waking up.
Right, and we're not out there yet taking care of our plants, but that slow-release fertilizer, always use a slow-release fertilizer. That slow-release fertilizer just gets stored in the roots, so it's available next spring, which is really, really nice. Okay, then I want to ask you, you've got kind of a sad-looking hosta here. In perennial plants in general, is there really something we can do to help protect them for the winter?
So it's not so much to protect them, but you do want to go through, when your hosta's looking kind of sad and bright yellow like this, you can almost see through the foliage, right? Perennials die back to the ground for the winter, so you're not necessarily worried about protecting this foliage. You're just going to take it and you're going to cut it right back. You cut it back to about 2 inches high, and while that doesn't necessarily protect the plant for the winter, it is going to help you out in the spring. You're getting rid of any black spots, mildews, diseased foliage from the area, getting it away from the plant so that your new spring foliage comes out clean and fresh.
Yeah, and everything just looks better in the spring if you cut it back in the fall.
Definitely.
I mean, we have some plants that we do not want to cut back severely, like the rose, right?
Right, your roses, now you can cut them back in the fall. It's not going to hurt them, but we really prefer that you cut them back in the spring.
Yeah, they'll do better that way, for sure. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, I don't know if you remember, but in the nursery yard, we had this beautiful Japanese maple, and what happened was the following spring, after winter had passed, we went to go look at it, and we literally pulled it right out of the ground. Remember, the root system was completely gnawed by voles, which is a type of a rodent that lives underground primarily and feeds on root systems. And voles in particular love Japanese maples. I've seen them go towards roses before. So I have a really good suggestion. Keep a bag of this Imus Garden mole and vole repellent in your shed. When the weatherman says that the first snowfall is going to come, get out there and put some of this around your vulnerable plants. It can really help protect the root system from rodents gnawing at the root system and at the base of the plant as well. So really, I highly recommend that. Will, the other thing that we were thinking about was, remember we were talking about fruit trees. What is it that you want to do with the fruit trees?
So there's actually a few things, including the fruit trees, that we're going to want to do this with. The horticultural oil. It's a dormant spray oil. It's going to create a nice little seal on the plant. All your fruit trees, you should put it on there for the fall. It'll get it through the winter. You can also do any of your holly, which you're going to have classically some scale issues. Great time to spray in the fall as we get into the winter to get it taken care of. You can also do any boxwood, psyllid issues, leaf miners, things like that.
Yeah.
You can even do your roses just in case.
Now, there's actually new research too for rose canes and hydrangea canes that if you spray horticultural oil and or wilt proof, that you can help protect them through the winter months. So that's another.
Anything that'll make my hydrangea bloom would be great.
Yeah. And we all look forward to that. Oh, that also includes the fertilizer. Help with that. And Will, I see you've got an arborvitae next to you, and we need to just mention this for the winter. Sure.
Yeah. Deer are always an issue with evergreens in the winter. Our friend Emerald Green here, super susceptible to deer browse. They're looking for food. They're on the prowl in the winter, so you're going to want to use deer repellents. Now, in the winter, it's better to use granulars, like, say, either something you hang from the tree, like the shake-away pouches here,
that's
the deer
the coyote
scram.
urine, which really helps put fear into the deer and keeps them away from the plant. And then you're also saying the granular.
Yeah, the granular deer scram. You can do it right on top of the snow, and that'll help keep the deer away as well. Or you can even try this new one we've got. It's a deer ribbon. Stacey, I think you know a little more about that.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's actually this deer ribbon that's treated with repellent. So say, for instance, a lot of people know there's a certain path that deer have entering onto people's properties. You can actually put that deer ribbon on stakes in that area, and that can really prevent them from even entering the property. So that can really work a lot, and it's great for the winter months because you don't have to get out there and try to spray in the freezing cold. So, Will, you don't feel too hot, right?
No, we're in a greenhouse, but we're doing all right now.
Do you feel ready for winter?
I think the plants will be ready for winter.
That's right.
I like a few more weeks of fall.
Yeah, a few more weeks of fall would be nice, but now at least we have some good tips for protecting your plants through the winter. Thanks a bunch. See you next time.